So Team USA beat Germany today. They finally got, well, their first win in 2 games. And look, this Germany team is nowhere close to being as good as the All-Star team. But look, a win is a win. A win is a win, especially after losing the last game. And look, a 27-point win is a statement win. Before we get on to, if you guys are new to the channel, subscribe. We are like 112 subscribers off 25k. We're not going to hit it by the end of the day, but if we could, that'd be absolutely insane. Still, this game right here, it was a bad basketball game. But I will say, Alyssa Thomas is great on the bench, but they're so heavily reliant on Breanna Steward and A'ja Wilson. It's not even funny. A'ja Wilson I thought was great today. I thought in general, I didn't think Chelsea Gray did much. I did not think she's up to much. Like, she's a connective piece, I guess, for the team. I just don't think Chelsea Gray's great. We saw, like, Sabrina Ionescu play more minutes. We saw Alyssa Thomas coming off the bench and hooping. Like, that was big. But if you're looking even at, say, plus minus, like, Breanna Stewart's was 30 in that game. Hers was 30. She was the only player who had a higher plus minus in their team. But, like, she had to play 31 minutes, which is not great for a team. Which is not great. Like, you don't want her to have to play every minute of the game. You would rather her be able to rest her, especially in a game like this. But in general, I thought they were okay. Jackie Young not playing at all, really, until the second half was a bit weird. Not playing, not at all, really, at all till the second half. Kelsey Plum barely getting on. Kat Copper barely got on as well. And Jewel Lloyd actually shot above 50%. That's why she's on the team instead of Arike. Arike, I think the All-Star game was literally the only time this season Arike shot over 50% from the field. But she came off the bench in that almost Arike role. I thought she was going to start, but obviously they started Fee Collier, who struggled a little bit, but again, it's her first game back in a while. For the Germany team, I thought Fibic was unbelievable up to a point. She missed her last couple of shots, only ended on 12 points. And also, like, Alexis Peterson was pretty good. And I'm not even going to try. Geiselsolder was hooping as well. Satu was awful. It was so obviously Satu's first game back. Satu shot 17% from the field. She went 30 of 17. She was absolutely awful. Like, look, did she show flashes of what she can do? Yeah. Is she severely out of shape? Yes. Satu is in no shape. Like, Satu playing like this will average, 8 points a game to WNBA. Satu is so out of shape. So I have a video later and basically being like, Satu should be, it's Satu or bust, really, for the Fever. Maybe they can go and get NECA. Maybe they can get NECA Wumake. But I still do think Satu would be a great signing for someone like the Fever. A lot of people are like, oh, Satu should be signed for the Sky. No. Do not, if you're Satu, do not sign for the Sky. But like, Satu had 2 more turnovers than field goals made. It was bad. It was real bad. But she did show, like, flashes of being pretty decent. And, like, Satu and Niara combined for 5 of 25 in the field. It's just not good enough from who are meant to be 2 or 3 best players. But at the same time, look, Niara's been injured the whole year, and so is Satu. So it's Satu's first game in months and months. And the good thing is, though, is her shoulder looked fine. But these Olympics, even if she doesn't play the second half season for Dallas, like, she's obviously, she will play. Did she play for Fenerbahce? Like, she's got to play EuroLeague somewhere. She's got to go and play EuroLeague somewhere, and she's got to just make sure she shows up next year in shape. Because she has played, so she's still playing for Fenerbahce. So I would say, without question, she has got to just get back into the shape she was in last year. Because you can see, again, she's 6'4", she can handle, she can shoot the ball. You can see it's still there. But it was just a horrible performance from her. And look, I still don't think it was some crazy performance from Team USA, but I do think they got the job done. I think for most of the game, until the fourth quarter, it was really like USA would pull it out to like 17, 18. Germany would get it back to like 11. And then USA would pull away again. It was kind of that type of a game where it was never really in doubt, the score. But we also have to take into account in the women's, Germany, it's the first time in the Olympics. This is not Germany of the men. And Also, Satu, Jesus, like Germany. I want to see what the Olympic basketball groups are. Like, because you just never know when it comes to the tournament. So in the women's, the groups are like, obviously there's still 12 teams, so it's still the same format. I'm trying to look at the groups here. So you can see Serbia, who are not great, Spain, Puerto Rico, and China. Like, I'm guessing China come out of this group as the winners, followed by Spain maybe. Then there's Canada, Nigeria, Australia, France. Australia and France. Oh, it is a real tough group because I really like France. I think they are actually going to be a dark horse, but Australia are also really good. And then you've got Germany, USA, Japan, Belgium. Germany are finishing last in this group. Japan were runners up in the last Olympics. Belgium are the only team that can beat Team USA, realistically can beat Team USA. And Germany are going to finish last in their group. So, look, it is what it is. It is what it is. I wouldn't say it was a bad performance. It was a statement win. They did what the men's team couldn't do. The men's team could not blow out South Sudan. And that's huge. That is huge. They couldn't do it. Whereas the you can very, very clearly see they won comfortably. And that's all you have to do. That is all you have to do while prepping for the Olympics. Is you have to just go out there and get the job done. Whether you win by 2 or by 10 points, you want the game to never be in doubt. And that's what it did. Did they look incredibly impressive? Not really. I think Germany looked worse more than America looked good. But at the end of the day, it doesn't matter. If you're winning by 25 points, you don't have to look good while doing it. I will say, though, America did get quite lucky that they do have their tune-up game. Their group is their tune-up games. Like, they're going to destroy Japan, but Japan are not a bad team. They're not going to destroy Belgium. Belgium's their real tune-up game. And it also gives them the opportunity to potentially lose a game. Like, just like in the men's last year, last Olympics, where the biggest challengers were France, and they actually went and lost to France in the groups. So they lost to their biggest challengers as their tune-up game, and then went out there and beat everybody else. So the way the groups are, I think they're fine. And again, look, Germany are the worst team in the group. They're going to beat Germany by more points than that in the Olympics. I still think starting Chelsea Gray is wild. I still think that's wild. Like, she looks like somebody who's injured. Even though, like, look, you can still see the brain still there. She moves like somebody who is still injured, which is obviously not a great thing for Team USA, especially when they do have to face the speed of Belgium in their group stage and probably in the final.